Fixing to do a leak test. This is your 5 through 8. So we might have a bad injector, bro. Check this out. So there's no pressure at all. It's just a leak test.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. Lot of Turbo Mustang stuff going on here recently. So, working back on Nick's car. I spent a few days on my car because I was waiting to... I just didn't have time to go get the engine hoist from Joe. Just been super busy this week. So the only time I've had, I've kind of been messing with my car, trying to get that running at the same time. So, as you guys saw in the previous video, got the Mustang running. So now I've got to extend all the wires that I needed to before that didn't mess with the harness. And essentially, all the plugs that are extra, we're just going to leave them. I'm not going to cut anything this time. Just going to extend the stuff that I need to, like the MAF sensor, O2 sensor, headlights. I think there's one or two more things, but and my phone's going crazy over that. I don't know why. Anyways, so back working on Nick's car. Since I got my car figured out, I spent like 10 hours on it yesterday, and you guys saw that in the previous video, but spent a lot of time on that, but got it working, so I'm good. I feel a little relieved, so I'm gonna let it sit for a day or two, start to work on Nick's, because I got to get Nick's engine and trans out today. I've got to get that shipped off this week, because it's gonna take some time to get these out and get them built. We're gonna send the engine obviously to RPG, and we're gonna send the transmission off to get some clutch steels put in it, probably a new valve body, and just kind of rework the whole thing, put new gaskets in it, new filter, and all that good stuff. But the engine most likely will take the longest because RPG is pretty backed up at the moment. They have a lot of engines. It's build season, and engines just take a long time to put together, and gotta wait on parts, all that good stuff. So we gotta get this engine out, we gotta get shipped off. And so I pretty much have everything ready. Today I just gotta move the AC out of the way, finally loosen up the engine mounts, which is super easy. I think it's like a 15 millimeter. And then I got to, remove the transmission cross member. So other than that, she's ready to come out. Got the Motion Raceworks plate on there. So it's pretty much ready to go. Just got probably 20 or 30 minutes of work to do on it, and then it's coming out. Alright, sorry guys, I forgot to film pulling it out. But I've never done it with engine and transmission together, so I was like, well, what better time to try it than this? I don't recommend this. Probably the easiest way, if I had a lift, actually this is the easiest way. If you had a lift, honestly, just unbolt everything and drop the cradle down and literally let everything come down from underneath. But I don't have a lift, as you can see. It would be super nice. But so I decided to pull engine and trans together because I do remember pulling my transmission. That thing is a freaking beast. It's heavy as heck. So to get that down from under the car and then get it under the car is a pain in the ass. So I decided I was going to try doing them together, and it wasn't too bad, but I definitely think it's easier just engine split and then move the trans on its own. But that's how I did it this time. So I cut these lines off. You can just pop them with these clips, but I just cut them off because we're doing an oil cooler delete. Same as my car. He's not tracking the car, so I just cut those lines real quick once I started pulling it out. And then I removed this header because it was hitting the steering rack over there. And pretty much after that, just got it a little bit of the ways out so I could reach the harnesses on the transmission, because there's one clip up here that was kind of hard to get to from underneath, but I was able to get all the linkage and stuff off from underneath, if you guys are wondering. And then once we get it down, pop this little guy out. It's kind of stuck in there. I need like a flathead or something. But to get to the converter bolts, this is really hard with one hand. Hold that for me. Oh, there we go. We got it. So to get to the converter bolts, and then obviously to spin it, put it in park, get the bolts off, put it in park, get the bolts off. Same as any other converter. Just put it in gear. But yeah, let's set that right there because we're gonna need that off. So yeah, I'm gonna get this on the ground, kind of support it with some stuff, and then we'll start working on getting the transmission off and converter, and then we are shipping that guy off. Push, Kennedy.
David.
Push, Kennedy.
Don't get me in it.
It's heavy. Gosh dang coyotes. Well, folks, that's pretty much it. Got to take passenger side header off, a few other small accessories that I don't like to ship just in case something happens, but I've already got a crate from RPG. Will sent me this super nice metal crate that he finally designed for the Coyote, so we'll put that on a pallet, and then we'll have to get a pallet for the 10R80 to get that shipped off, but everything's pretty much ready to go. We're going to ship this stuff off probably in the next couple days. I'll talk to Will already. We've got a quote, just need Nick to pay the deposit and get the shipping taken care of, but we're going to get these off this week, and then Nick's car is essentially going to go to storage because it'll be down for a while. You know, obviously getting the motor rebuilt and getting the transmission done. So we're pretty much going to clean some stuff up and pretty much going to put it in storage with all of his parts because, you know, this could take, who knows, 4 to 6 months probably if we had to estimate a little high. So, which is fine because Nick's out of town for work anyways for a while. So all the upgrades I'm going to do to Nick's car, I don't want to list them all off because we're not sure exactly what we're doing, but all the upgrades he wants to do or might possibly do, it would only take me an extra week or two. So once we know that the engine is almost done, and the transmission will probably come back first, but once we know the engine is almost done, then we'll bring the car back in and start working on all the upgrades, get everything ready to go, clean it up. That way we can just drop the motor in, put the trans back in, put the turbo kit on, and button up a few things and get this thing back to running. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the build on Nick's car. Unfortunately, it's going to go away from the channel for a little bit probably until we bring it back for some upgrades and get the engine and trans back. But I do have a few more Coyotes coming in for a few small things that they want done. I told them I'd help them out. And then we also got my car we got to get finished up. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the build on Nick's car. It is coming back to the channel in a little bit. But for now, this is going to be it on Nick's build.
Fixing to do a leak test. This is your 5 through 8. So we might have a bad injector, bro. Check this out. So there's no pressure at all. It's just a leak test. That's the only one. Look at that baby. He's just pissing. Stuck open. But we're going to try to work on it. So I just got done back flushing this one by itself. There's a 5 through 8. Here's your run. We're gonna see how she comes out, bruh. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, let it go. Here's the final result. You got about 60, about 64, 63, about 63. You're good, bro.